Hey guys, so if you didn't know, I recently got a colonscopy. Now I did make a video about this a few months back when I was sitting at the beach and that I was getting tested for Crohn's and all that. Now I finally got the colonscopy done today and it was an interesting experience. So today I'm just going to kind of talk through that, talk about that, just that kind of stuff. You know, I've still got a bit of pain, especially from where they had the IV drip in here. It's a bit sore. It's probably going to be for a while, and I've still got these little things on me that, yeah, if I try to take them off, it feels like I'm peeling off my flesh, so I'm going to wait for shower time to take those off, so I'm looking forward to that. Can't wait to feel a little bit less like a hospital patient, so to speak. I don't like hospitals. That's like my #1 phobia. They just make me sick. Not my place. I love the bush. Anyways. Essentially, what I wanted to kind of discuss is what's going on, what happened. I did make a short about this, but I didn't really say kind of the results and what's happening next. Kind of just documents my experience. Of course, you can go watch that if you want a little bit more in depth of what it was kind of like. I got some shots of me in a purple robe. It was a bit weird. Now, essentially, you know, now the day before at about 1 p.m, I had to drink this horrible drink thing, 250 milliliters worth, and I did a reaction video on that. You can check that out too. And that thing tasted foul. It quite literally tasted like someone just got 5 lemons, squashed it in and said, that's great. Now, it was like a citrus thing, and along with that, I had to take 3 pills with it. So, they had a funny taste to them as well, to be honest. So anyways, I took that and was like, wasn't feeling too great after. It made me feel really sick. So that wasn't fun, but I took it, and here's what happened next, right? A little bit later in the day, I think it was about, what, 6 p.m., I think? Yeah, 6 p.m., 6 to 8 p.m, I had to drink 2 liters of this other drink, which was essentially going to clear me out, so when I did the procedure, the doctors could look through my colon and everything and see clearly, so there was nothing in there, right? I kid you not. This thing tasted like someone got seawater, some sort of orange flavoring thing, smoke, and can't remember what else it was. There was something else, just all mixed together. It was foul, and the more I drank it, the more it just started tasting like vomit. It was making me so sick, making me feel like throwing up. I'm a skinny person, and I can't really put a lot in me. I struggle to get through a liter of water a day. And I'm trying to get better and, you know, up that amount because health reasons. But for the time being, I'm struggling to get through a liter a day. So to drink 2 liters in 8 hours of this foul-tasting substance, it didn't help my already not feeling good condition, considering the fact that I wasn't allowed to eat anything past 8 o'clock that morning, and I feel sick eating or drinking anything in the morning. So that also wasn't a great experience. So I'm getting like stomach cramps from how hungry I am. This thing is so itchy when it wants to be. I go to itch it, forget it's there, I'm like, oh yeah. But yeah, I had to drink those 2 liters, painful process. I think it was meant to be done by 8, but I didn't finish it till 8:22 just because it was making me so sick. If I didn't take that extra time, I would have just thrown it up, and I don't think that was going to help things, so it went fine. It didn't matter in the long run. Anyways, I was up. I got no sleep that night. I could not sleep because I just felt terrible. I was just up and down, and then I had to get up at 4 in the morning. I went to bed at probably, 11:30? So I probably got about an hour of sleep total, and I have insomnia, so I haven't been getting much sleep at all. It's not a great combination mixed in with the starvation, and you get the point. Not fun. So what happened next was, get up, gotta take another liter of that lovely drink, and at this point, knowing exactly what I was getting myself into, what it was going to taste like, when I had an hour to drink this liter, and oh boy, it took so much out of me to get that down, especially the final few sips. I was sitting there clutching myself, like trying so hard not to throw it up, but it's like every time I took a sip, my body just wanted to spit it out, wouldn't let me swallow it. It was a nightmare. So that was done. I went and off, had a shower, because showers make me feel fresh, and I needed that fresh feeling, especially because I knew I was going to be in a hospital, and I was just trying to get that out of my mind, because don't like it. So anyways, shower is done, I get dressed, get ready, blah blah blah, go on my way, arrive at the hospital, get admitted, then I go into the room, get changed into everything I had to wear, lovely purple robe, green undies, all these lovely manner of things, right? I had to wear this robe back to the front, so that was interesting, and now I was feeling pretty terrible at this point in time. I just kind of wanted to get this over with. So, the nurse directs me to my bed. I kind of just get introduced to all the doctors, the surgeon, the guy who was putting all the anesthesia in me, all that kind of stuff. He was a joyful guy. Overall, great staff, great fellas. But, then I lay in bed waiting for everyone to show up and get prepped for the procedure, which took about an hour and 20 minutes. So I'm laying in this hospital room. It was a really cold morning, and they stuck me right under aircon. They gave me a heated blanket that was probably a ice blanket within 5 minutes due to the aircon above me. And they kept offering me, do you want more blankets? And I'm like, I don't think it's going to change much. I'm under an aircon, so they weren't the thickest blankets. So anyways, I'm laying there, and I'm just like, and the next thing you know, I'm getting this IV drip put on my arm, and that hurt, to put it lightly. All the doctor said was, alright, just look at that corner, and on the count of 3, I want you to grit your teeth. I definitely gritted my teeth. I was like, it was something. Anyways, then I had to lay there for, at this point I still had about 40 minutes of waiting for the actual procedure. I'm just laying there, and there's a door in front of me, because, that's like all I have to look at, because I don't want to look at all the equipment around me, because that stuff just makes me feel sick, and I already felt crap, so. Anyways, I'm looking at the door like, yay, a door. Occasionally, a nurse would come in, ask me some questions, repeat the same questions like 5 times over. What's your name? What's your date of birth? Yada yada yada. Do you smoke? Are you pregnant? Yes, I got asked if I was pregnant. I am a male. I get it's procedure, but come on. Anyways, at this point, the surgeon's arrived. He comes in, he asks me the same questions, and then just kind of tells me what's going to happen, how long the procedure will take, side effects, and kind of listing what could potentially be an issue. While my doctor's already done this, him being the surgeon, he knows a bit more than the doctor. This is kind of like what he's trained to do. So he kind of gives me a list between the worst thing it could be, the most likely of what it's to be, and the kind of middle kind of thing. So the worst thing, which I kid you not, he said, now, cancer is very, 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 like 20 varies lately, like English, 20 varies later, he said unlikely. So apparently getting cancer or having cancer right now is very, very, 20 times varies unlikely, which is good to know. That's the kind of thing you want to hear, but not impossible. But I doubt it's that. I feel like I should have gotten worse. I'm going to jinx it, let's not say that. Anyways, and then there was kind of like the middle symptoms, which is what I thought I was getting tested for. That's what my doctor told me, which was Crohn's and colitis, which are a type of IBS. And then there's what he kind of thought it was. Now, one of them, I don't remember the name, the fancy doctor names, and another was celiac. Now, it might have been gluten, the other one, I don't know, or a celiac gluten, I'm not sure. But, I don't know. I'm a little, kind of skeptical about what it could be. I don't know. I'm kind of between colitis or Crohn's. I don't think it's celiac or anything, but at the end of the day, I'm no doctor. I don't know for sure yet. So, anyways, at this point, I wait another 20 minutes, and then they finally come in, they take me into the operating room, and start, setting me up and getting me in all these positions to do what they need to do. And then the doctor is, he's pumping all these medicines into me, probably so I don't feel pain. Ouch! That hurt! My hand is so sore. And then, essentially, what happens is the anesthetic guy, he looks at me and he says, what should I have for dinner tonight? Do you want any good dinners? So I'm just thinking to myself, I don't know, curry sounds nice. So I tell him curry. And he's like, alright, yeah. And then he's like, alright, we're gonna put you to sleep now, but we kind of just kept talking about curry. And then it just went black. It was so quick. I was just gone within like 10 seconds. I remember he started pumping this stuff into me, and I'm just sitting there like, oh yeah, I was gone. The next thing you know, I'm waking up, and the nurse is like, oh, finally you're awake. It's taken forever to wake you up. And I'm like, yeah, lack of sleep will do that to you. I felt like I had a piece of spit just went pew. I felt like, I kid you not, this was the best sleep. It was only like an hour, but the best sleep I have had in months. I need that stuff to sleep at night, just preferably not in my arm, that hurts. But yeah, and then they give me a cup of tea, oh, best tea I've had in my life. And then an egg sandwich. I don't like egg. But I was so hungry I didn't care. I just gulped all 4 of those things down in a matter of seconds. I did not care less. It was gone. And then I got dressed, stumbled around a bit because I was like, ooh. And yeah, because I was still wearing off from the anesthesia. And I got dressed and then pretty much just left. I got to go home. That was it. Now, then I get home, right, and I go to the toilet and notice, there's blood coming out of me. Now, this is normal, as of right now, at least. Now, because they didn't actually find anything in my colon to explain my issues, they took some samples out of my bowel. So, there's going to be blood. Now, it should clear up within the next 24 hours. I don't have any other symptoms. It's only like a really light color of blood. So, at the moment, it's nothing I should be concerned about. But if it doesn't change or it gets worse, that means back to the hospital. And I don't want to do that. I am so mentally drained from that experience. I don't want to, but fingers crossed it's fine. Now, at this point, you know, I'm kind of just waiting for the doctor to say, oh, we got your results back for your bowel samples. Just to double check there's nothing wrong that they couldn't see themselves, you know? So they took the samples, those samples are getting tested for anything, and then it's just whether they come back with something or not. If not, then I have to go in for another procedure, an endoscopy. This one doesn't involve any foul drinks. That's a bonus. But it's technically the same procedure, different part of the body without the foul drinks, so I got to go back and do another thing. I have a feeling I'm going to have to do that. I don't think these bowel things are going to come up with anything, to be honest. I feel like if there was something there, it'd get shown, but then again, I'm no doctor, what do I know? We'll wait and see. So now it's just a daunting wait of, is there something, is there not something? I guess it should be a relief they didn't find anything, then again, at the same time, it's also not a relief, because, like, there's still something causing a problem. I still have all these issues. It's not gone away, but at the same time, it hasn't gotten worse. So I guess that's the positive here. Nothing's gotten worse, so I'll take that. So hopefully this blood clears up and I can just get back to normal for the time being. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I'll probably update you guys via another short when I actually get to the doctor, depending on what it is. Maybe I'll make another full video like this. I don't know. It depends whether it's anything worth documenting. If they find what it is, I'll probably make a video like this again. But if not, then I guess it's just down to the next procedure, and fingers crossed that puts an end to this whole thing. Anyways, that's all I have to say. I figured I may as well give you guys a proper update. And yeah, I'll leave this one here. I'm getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. Thanks for watching, and of course subscribe if you want to see more of me, and if you want to know what happens next. So, see you guys for now. I can't wait to get these things off me. That thing, there. I have 3 of them. There's one there, and one there. Incredible.